You know, I've listened to David Carroll quite a few times, and there are times I used to think that he was very, very arrogant. Of late, he hasn't been showing that side of him, but I think it was really my emotions that had me thinking that he probably didn't like black folks. But even then, I had to concede and concur that he's right. And most black folks are dumb. Now, with the whole Omarosa thing, I've been watching some interviews with her. You know, I've watched interviews they've had with, because you know she's making her rounds on major network television stations. And the last one I watched was this one with her and Al Sharpton. And Al Sharpton, he's trying his very best to convince people, black folks, to accept Omarosa. But I was reading the comment sections of all of these interviews, and I'm seeing mainly black women. There were a few black men, but I'm seeing mainly black women saying that Omarosa is invited to the cookout. She's a strong black woman. She has her neck, she has her foot on white supremacists' necks. She has her foot up Donald Trump's ass. All of this shit. You have some guys saying the same thing too, black guys, and you have some simpish guys on there saying Omarosa is fine, she's glowing, she got a fat ass, I'd hit that, you know, shit like that. O'Shea Duke Jackson did a live stream. I didn't watch the live stream, but I saw the title. I was busy over there on GW3 Extreme's live stream. And the title of O'Shea's live stream was, "Is there hope for the black community?" I didn't have to be a part of that panel to tell you no. As of right now, no. Especially with this Omarosa situation, no. You have black folks out here who they don't use critical thinking, and you have a lot of followers, and you have a lot of white folks out here, sorry, not white folks, black folks, they're just caught up with the white supremacist rhetoric to the point where they're blinded to the fact that we have traitors. Now Omarosa is one. I don't care how fat she is. I don't care how sexy she is. Yeah, she has a nice body. You know, not a bad looking sister. But her mindset is that of a traitor. She's treacherous. I don't care what kind of explanations she come up with. I'm watching her actions. I don't give a fuck about what she says. Now this female here defended Donald Trump, saying that everybody should bow down to Donald Trump, his detractors, his doubters, saying that Donald Trump was not a racist, he's never used the N-word before. She said this up to 2 years ago, up to a year and a half to 2 years ago. But now that she's been kicked out of the White House, she's claiming that 6 years ago, he used the N-word on The Apprentice. 6 years ago, 6 to 8 years ago, The Apprentice was what, like 6 to 8 years ago? Or 10? She's saying that, she's claiming that he used the N-word back then. But then up to 2 years ago, up to a year and a half to 2 years ago, during his campaign, she was still defending this guy and saying that he loves black folks, he loves the black community, he's pro-black, and he has never used the N-word. Now, I want my critical thinkers to let that soak in just a little bit. But yet still, we have people out here saying that she's invited to the cookout and this and that, and she's a strong woman and she has her foot up Donald Trump's ass. And I'm scratching my head like these people cannot be that dumb. But they are. They are. And they're not seeing that this female she just wants to sell a book. It's either that or the entire thing is staged. And if it's staged, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. But it's either that or the entire thing is staged. Because all of a sudden, this female jumps out here. He's racist, he's this, he's that. But you've been around the guy for 15 years. 15 years, and you're telling me for 15 years this guy was pretending to not be racist? Nobody can pretend for 15 years, okay? Fuck out of here. Unless you're some CIA agent and you went through training, you know, you're some James Bond shit. Nobody can pretend for 15 years that they're not a fucking racist, okay? Miss me with that shit and flush that in some toilet, the nearest toilet next to you. Because that's bullshit. She's upset because she was kicked out of the White House. She was kicked off her position, or she was kicked off her stool, because, you know, most black women want to sit next to, women love men of power. They want to sit right next to men of power, okay? And she is a black woman. She said it on one of the interviews that she wanted to be like Donald Trump. He's a billionaire. She wanted to be a billionaire. Well, I mean, who doesn't, you know? She said, considering where she was coming from, she wanted to be a billionaire. So, of course, she relished being right next to this guy. And now it's a disgrace for her to be kicked out of the White House. So she's just a woman scorned. Because if you assess what she said in the past and compare it to what she's saying right now, you can tell that she's full of shit like diapers. It's not hard to tell. Ask Nas. It ain't hard to tell. And you have black folks out here saying she's invited to the cookout. You have black men out here saying she has a fat ass because they're hoping that they could fuck her. That's not gonna happen for you Negroes, okay? Number one, you're not white. You don't have power. You don't have a White House to put her in. So take your minds off that shit. But I was reading the comment sections this morning and I'm like, and this is why black folks can never get it together. They can't. Because you don't even have the mental capacity to separate your traitors from among you. You're so caught up with white supremacy, you don't even see when you're being played. They don't even see when the game of chess is being played on them. So here it is. This female told you to kiss her ass. She went on the other side, according to you, your enemy's side. The enemies kicked her out. Then you open your castle gates to welcome her back in. This is a female who didn't like you. And she was plotting with the others, with their enemies, to destroy you. She was there. She didn't give a fuck what the enemy was doing over there to you. As long as she was there, eating the crumbs off the table, getting fucked by the enemy, living in the big house, she didn't give a fuck. But now that the enemy told her, go suck your mother and come out of my house, she runs back to the black community. And you motherfuckers open the door, the gates, and you let her in. You gave her a bed. You gave her a room to sleep in. You gave her tea. You serve her grapes. Welcome back, because you got a fat ass. And I'm hoping I could get some of that pussy. Are these Negroes serious? I'm not understanding this shit. I'm reading the comment section, scratching my head like it's a waste of time for a lot of YouTubers to keep talking about this. We should start making videos about how to make money and stuff like that for the people who want to make money, you know. go around recording or doing videos about properties that black people could put money together and buy or something. Because it's over for black folks. It's over. We have too much mentally crippled people among us. I mean, it's comical. It is comical. It makes no sense. And they'll come in your comment section, they'll argue with you, they'll fight with you, it's over. It's over. But yet and still you have Bill Cosby, who tried to help black folks with his money, with his deeds, and black folks turned on him. Not all black folks, but a lot of black folks turned on him. But they're willing to open the gates so Omarosa could come in. For you Sims out there, Omarosa is not going to give you no pussy. It's not going to happen. Okay? It's not going to happen. So all this caping and shit, might as well you kill yourselves. She's not going to fuck y'all. Just chill, okay? The black community is not going anywhere as far as I'm concerned. Like-minded people, like I said, you just have to congregate with each other and plan your futures together, or do it on your own. But I mean, as a collective, it's not gonna happen. We have too many traitors, too many stupid people, too many baby mamas, too many Pookies and Ray Rays. We're just broken up in different fractions. It's not gonna come together. It's not gonna happen. Anyway, I'm out. I'll see you guys some other time.